Greetings and welcome to Newbeing Queen Talk Show. I am your host, Queen Yolanda Mitchell, and I am thrilled to announce a fantastic opportunity for you to advertise on our program. You can choose either a commercial lasting no longer than a minute or a voiceover in a flyer. Numerous advertisement options are available, and we encourage you to reach out to us via email at newbeingqueenmove@gmail.com. That is Newbeing, Newbeing, queenmove@gmail.com. For more information, please take notes of our email address at newbeingqueenmove@gmail.com, and we will send you information as soon as possible. We offer you the opportunity to promote your business, upcoming event, ministry, birthday shout out, anniversary appreciation shout out, or any other message you like to get out there. We are excited to work with you to create an effective marketing strategy for you, your brand, and your event at Newbeing Queen Talk Show. Woo! Thank you all for tuning in and being patient with us. We'd like to welcome you to Newbeing Queen Talk Show. I am your host, the beautiful Yolanda Mitchell, and I have a beautiful guest on tonight, y'all. Listen, she's going to be a blessing to you all. She has powerful testimonies, a wonderful story to tell. She has some things that she's going to share with you all on tonight that's going to really be a blessing. But y'all know how we do the Newbeing Queen Talk Show. I always say, listen, ask questions, comment. This is the place and the space for it. Okay, and go ahead and share this video. Go ahead and share it. Go ahead and share it on your Facebook page. Share it with your family and friends. We want to get as many people to come in to listen to this woman of God tell her story on tonight. Y'all, she's going to be a blessing to you all. She's always been a blessing to me. And I'm so excited to present her to you all, to share with the world. So here it is, our queen of the night, Queen Norva. How are you, Queen? How are you doing?
Good night. I am fabulous. I am so fabulous, Miss Yolanda, to be on your platform to share my story.
Yes, ma'am. And it's an honor. It's an honor to have you on tonight. I'm so excited about it. So, Queen, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, my name is Norva Briggs. I am from Trinidad. I entered the pageant 2023. I am Mrs. Briggs WBLEP Ambassador Elect 2023. So I'm competing again this year, but I want to share my life story with you. I'm a breast cancer survivor and still going through it. And I have some little issues, but nevertheless, I always have my hopes up, and I always be dreaming of what I want to do.
And listen, and this here's a prime example that you do not stop because you're on the show on tonight. And no matter what we had going on, we stayed right here. You persevered. So I'm just telling you, you are one person that will not stop. So we know that you have been through a lot. We know that this is awesome. Like, you're going through breast cancer things, right now, and we know that had been a taxing thing on your body, and now you're doing pageants. Like, can you kind of tell us a little bit of how you got from dealing with the breast cancer? Tell us about that story, and then tell us how you got to the point of doing pageants, because who does that? Who goes through what you went through, and then now you're up here poised and beautiful. So talk to us about that.
Good. Okay. But I'm a mom of 4 kids. I have 11 grandkids. I have a beautiful husband that, a gorgeous husband that supports me. I have my son. I have the woman in the pageant supporting me and giving me that nurturing. Right. And I have the wonderful Dr. Omega Auntie. She's my mentor. She's my coach. She's my everything in what I do right now, pertaining that I take that big leap. I come out of my comfort zone after dealing with cancer and still dealing with it. You know what I mean? I want to let everybody know, not because you have cancer, you want to have your stress or you have life facing your everyday life. You got to get motivated. You got to have some self-esteem. You have to tell women that they are beautiful. I feel I'm beautiful. I miss something in life. So not because I lose those jelly beans, those precious things.
Uh-huh.
You tell
Wow.
yourself, life, you ain't have life. You do have life. You do
Right.
have life. You know what I mean? Even if
Right.
you cannot reconstruct your boobs, you could still do more for yourself. You could still do a
Mm.
lot for yourself. And I know that by the grace of God and the strength, and I listen to motivational speaking in the morning and to keep up my spirit and stuff like that.
Right.
I am out there trying to tell everybody in this world that dealing with breast cancer is a serious thing.
Right.
It's a serious thing. It's a serious, serious thing. You get depressed, you get down spirited, but when you feel that way, you have to remember, God, this is me. This is you out there. You want to be more out of life. You want to give something out of life. But here am I.
Mm.
I am here.
Mm. You sure are. I love that. I love what you said because what people don't understand, they see the smile, they see you doing these wonderful things, but it's that thing that you have to do every single day. Because even with us who don't have those things going on, we go through, feeling sad sometimes, feeling, not good enough or inadequate. But you have really survived, breast cancer, dealing with that, and then having losing the your breast, and then getting to that point in life where you say, this is who I am. I have no control over this thing right now. It's all in God's hand. But what am I going to do moving forward? And you say, listen, bam, I'm just going to get into pageantry. I'm going to show the whole world that, listen, because I mean, you could have done anything. You could have did ministry, went to churches like some women do and just talk about breast cancer. But you said, but you know what? Not only am I going to be part of the ministry, but I am ministry. I'm going to show you that you can go through these things in life. And I'm gonna let my life be the book. Y'all listen. I'm gonna tell the stories through my life. So now, not only am I having some things that one of the things that we use to show that we are feminine, that we are a woman, it's through our breasts. And you say, even with it gone, you can still be feminine. You know what I'm saying? Like even you don't have no hair in your head, but you're still beautiful. Like you didn't say, I'm gonna cover it up, I'm gonna throw me a wig on tonight. You was like, no, I'm coming as I am. I'm not putting on no makeup. I'm gonna throw some lipstick. I'm gonna throw a little bit of lipstick, okay? And you just came, you got on the show. So I am absolutely loving it. And let's talk about what you're doing in the pageant. And by the way, we have Auntie Mother Seal listening and tuning in, Queen
I hear you.
Patricia and King Raymond, by the way. So let's talk about the pageantry. Like, what was like that motivational moment for you that you said, listen, I feel beautiful and I am somebody, I'm worthy, I'm special, and I can still do pageant. What made you want to get into pageantry?
Well, I went in as a vendor last year,
Mhm.
but at the same time I was going into the vendor as a vendor, I had just gotten this job, a hospice. So I'm taking care of this person. She can't speak, she can't do nothing. You her motivation, you is her care, use her voice, use everything. So I tell my husband, go for me. And me and Auntie used to talk on the phone, but she never see me in person. And when he tell me about the ladies in the pageant, I just say, I want to do it. He said, you want to do it? You know what it takes? I say, no, I am going to do it. So I end up talking with Auntie, and she say, okay, what do you want to do? I say, here, what? I have multiple businesses, but I want to enter the pageant. I want to enter the pageant. I didn't know nothing about pageant. I didn't know nothing how to swing the hips. I didn't know. But I'm from Trinidad, you know what I mean? I'm from Trinidad, and Trinidad work very hard and get motivated, and I'm inspired to hear what to say. I could do this.
I
You know what
know
I
that's
mean?
right.
So when I
Because
started, I was nervous, I was crying, I was saying, I can't get it. But somehow or the
Mhm.
other, you know what I mean? I might pronounce one word and I would beat up myself, and I would talk to myself in the mirror and say, I gotta get this and I gotta get this. You know what I mean? even if on the day of the competition, I was crying and I was trying to walk a good way. And I'm saying, I remember to say, you walk like a footballer. And I'm saying,
Oh, come
no,
on.
because I have that heavy walk. You know what I mean? I have that heavy, strong walk. So I'm saying, tone it down. You know what I mean? But I love it. I love it. And I say I'm going back again. You know what I mean? Because one time it was experience that makes me want more and makes me bring out myself. This is all about me right here.
Right.
You know? And today or tomorrow I have grandkids, girls, and I want to show them no matter how much downfall you meet in life, you could still move.
Woo!
You could still do something.
Come on.
You know what I mean? It's just to say, remember today is what you make of it. And so be it.
So be
and this is what I want to do.
Right.
I could feel it. I could touch it. I could, you know, just run and take it. I'm on a racetrack right now, and I'm put on my side. Whatever makes me move, I'm going to be moving.
I know that's right. I mean, it's amazing because you're doing some great things. Like you have your businesses, businesses. You're not just sitting around and like you said, I'm still going through some things, you know, concerning, you know, other stuff, you know, and as well as your businesses and you're working. I mean, you're doing it. You're not allowing life to stop you. You know, and you're encouraging yourself and you're so motivated. That's because it takes a lot to do pageants. People think you just come up there and like you said, you walk heavy like a man. That would be me. That would be me. You know, that would be me stomping hard. You know, I don't know how to walk light, and that would be me doing that self-talk. So I am grateful that okay, she said a new journal launching. Yes, that's it right there. And so I absolutely love it. And how you say you look yourself in the mirror like I can do it, and what can I do to change it to get better? Because just regular people don't know how to do pageants. Like I'm talking about getting up there, smiling before people and being through what you done been through and being tired even at times and working. You have your businesses, but yet and still you're saying, I'm still going to go in and show my best self because I feel like I'm beautiful and be in the pageant. So what do you say the name of the pageant is again?
The pageant is to elevate women in business. And my business is Breastless Beauty to know. And then I have my t-shirts with all of my scars on my breast. You know, we have t-shirt. I have my t-shirt.
Wow.
I have one huggable, you know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
Hug. And then what I'm doing here right now, I'm reading a book, the 9 working for 9-figure mindset, to get my mind more motivated to able to speak to women like us, you know what I mean, to say, okay, you can educate yourself, you could still do something with yourself.
Wow.
And you can pat yourself on your back and say, yes, I did it all. I did it.
Come on, did it. Do it all.
Then I have my journal. When you feeling when you is about me, but you could write your sad story. You could write your life story here in this book here. You know what I mean?
How much is the journal?
$15. You can't go wrong.
Okay. You can't go wrong. $15, y'all.
No. And then it will have some little motivational in it that, you know, it will inspire you to say, well, okay, if she could do it, I could do it too. And I could do it more. You know what I mean? Then I have...
Are there any inspirational quotes and things like that in your journal? What's all in the journal?
Yes. Well, this one is just, as it now started, what's in here? The writing is so fine in here.
I can see some of it.
Yeah. It's healed but not invisible. This is what it is.
Right. Got you.
And
Yes,
this is my
ma'am.
scar, you know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Because we all have scars. We all
Don't
have
we
scars.
though?
We all have
Yes,
scars.
ma'am.
And this is my story in the back here from where I from coming from Trinidad and making it, and I made it here because I couldn't make it in my country, so I made it here. My life story
Hmm.
begins here. And then I have my book. I'm working on my book, my biography book. I'm gonna have a book coming out, my life story. I'm working. Take a deep breath.
Okay, let's breathe and talk about it. Talk about that life
Yeah,
story
yeah.
in that book. I'm trying to tell you now, we're gonna have to be looking forward to that because that is something for you to say, okay, these are my scars. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody have scars. Some people's scars are invisible, but you have been
Right.
scarred internally. And from time to time, those
Yes.
scars show up. And you're saying, let's talk about it. Get this journal and talk about your scars. Talk about what hurt you. Talk about things you experienced in life. Just talk about it. Because what we don't understand is that those journals is a kickstart to you writing your own book. So when you
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
writing, you start journaling, then you find yourself like, this is a whole chapter in the book,
Yeah.
of a book. And so that's why it's good to get a journal. It's only $15 for those who are listening. This journal is a beautiful journal. Y'all should
Mm-hmm.
get it. It's only $15. And then we're gonna get that information from you to find out how to connect with you to get your journal. And then you showed you have a t-shirt. Okay, what you about to say? Say something.
Okay,
Go ahead and
my
say it.
t-shirt lines, you could get t-shirts too. You know what I mean? You could
Right.
support breastless beauty. You could support breastless beauty because you seeing women out there at, okay, look at social media and now it's like 12 months in a year, everybody talking about breast cancer. You know,
Right.
they're not talking about the ones that remove the breast and still have to have a daily life. They're not talking about that. They're not going in the background to say how this person feel. I am living it. I'm living it 24/7. I have my
Jesus.
moments. I have my, you know what I mean? When they remove your breast, they don't tell you the next step to take care of yourself.
Mm.
So I decide when I entered the
Decided.
pageant last year, I wanted to put on my business there because I had a Mary Kay business. And I was
Mm-hmm.
struggling how to combine skincare and breastless beauty. And something just clicked on me. He said, Nova, you got to talk about yourself. Talk about
Mm.
what you dealing with on an everyday life. You know what I
Come
mean?
on.
Breastless beauty is what it is. I lose my breast not by choice, but by, you know what it is. I could get cancer again in the morning. It have, you know what I mean? So you got to go through the whole treatment, skincare
Mm.
of taking care of yourself every 3 months. A doctor say, okay, this is popping up and this is popping up and this is popping up, but nobody do not sit down in a woman group to say what it is. So you put it in your journal. You know,
Right.
you whatever you feeling that day when you wake up in the morning, you know what I mean. I have a book by my bed, and every time I feel something, I write. If I'm on my
Mm.
job, I write, and I'm saying sometimes you feel sad writing it, but
Mm.
you it's kind of healing and able to I
Right.
could able to talk about it without getting all emotional and all crying and all sad because
Mhm.
if you go to a doctor and you tell him what's going on with you, the first thing he's going to tell you, get you on some antidepressant medication. They're not
Right.
thinking about you dealing with it. This is your feelings. It had to come out. It had to come out. They can't, you know what I mean, make it not come out.
So what are some of the things that you did? Because that had to been, very rough and traumatic, like the transition of getting the news and then like, okay, what is going to be my first step? And then finally, like, oh, they're going to take my breast, and then you don't have any breast put on, and then you just have this flat surface here, and you have your scar there. What are some of the things that you had to say to yourself to get you back up again to that point of being motivated and excited about life? And we all have our down times and things like that. But what is something that happened to you that made you just want to get up? Was it joining Auntie Mother Seal in the Ministry of the Women in Business Leadership and Entrepreneurship pageant? Was it that made you want to do that, or you just decided? Because you said you decided. So what was the things that you started doing to get yourself up again? What was something that clicked?
Well, when I moved from New York to Florida in
Mm-hmm.
2005. I get diagnosed in 2007. I did just get the job in the hospital, and it had a patient that was there dealing with some issues, and she had a Teddy J book, and she was sad that nobody wasn't there, so I was able to go in the room and chit chat with her like a little pep talk and say, "What you doing?" You know what I mean? And try, because here am I coming with a needle to stick you, and I don't want to hear that. And she gave me Teddy Jake's book and she said, "Read this for me." And I started reading it. And I saying to myself, you get in 14 patients a day and you have to talk to one of them differently.
Right.
And that was able, then they start giving me awards and then they start giving me recognition. And then, it was like, it was so fast until when I went to get my breast mammogram. I went 8 o'clock in the morning, and by 4 o'clock, I was sitting there in the office. Didn't know what I was lost. I couldn't do anything. And my husband sit down out there, and I couldn't call him to say, "Come hold my hand" or whatever. And he just watched me in my face and said, "No, but what's wrong with you?" I said, "They're talking about coming back the next day for a biopsy." It was so fast that I was like, "Excuse me?" But, you know what I mean? My husband promised he would take care of me, and I holding him to that. It have times you will say, this person say, "I could be wrong," and then when they hit, the mess hit the fan,
Woo!
they walk out. Or they
Right.
find different things not to be around. And he was there. He was there. He was there.
And still there.
And still there. Sometimes, he has to tough it up. And he tried to, put some constructive criticism, they don't know what to tell you, but they have to say something, and he can't help me, but and it was then and there I start saying, I gotta do something. I gotta do something. Something in me saying, I gotta do something.
Right.
I can't be like this.
Right.
I cannot be sit down there waiting for the next shoe to drop. And then I started to go into different things. Somebody say, "Come on, let's join Avon," and I get into Avon to kind of put in that void, like if you're missing something, so you've tried different stuff.
Right.
And then I went into Mary Kay, and I wanted, my director is in New York, and she said, "Go in a vending," you know what I mean? And then my husband started looking up on vending, and I saw Auntie Paige looking for a vendor. Mm-hmm. And that is how I end up into Auntie. But this was my husband, because he's supposed to be modeling that. When he come back and tell me about how much dresses and how these women, and I said, "I am going to do that." He said, "You talking? You know what you're talking? You know what you're talking?" And I said, "I am going to do this. I am going to do it." He didn't believe me. He did not believe me until when I did it.
Come on.
And I have a boss I worked for one time, and he said, what Norva gets?" And God opening these doors for me, and I grabbing it and I'm running with it. Whatever that door. That's my wise story. Whatever door open, I'm not asking question. I'm not, there's have a thing we just say in Trinidad, don't ask me how high to jump, just jump. Just if they tell you jump, just jump. And I'm just jumping. Jump. Yeah, right now I'm on the racetrack and I'm running. You know what I mean? I put in that gas, and I can't run too good, but If I had to run, I run. If I'm tired, I stand up and I go and drive. You know what I mean? But
Right. That's
but
beautiful. That's a beautiful story. And it's good when you can connect with people that can give you purpose, so that you can, it can matter, because what they don't understand too, when you're in the pageant, that could be something you can talk about as far as your ministry, having breast cancer and things like that. Because pageants is more, especially when you talk about business pageantry, it's more than just getting in pageants and being pretty and poised and things like that. You also have a ministry in business, and you talk about that, and you can push whatever it is that you're doing. And then what Auntie Mother still does is she pushes you in business, so you're not only just in her pageant and just strutting your stuff. She's also helping you to kickstart you in your ministry, and giving you business ideas and strategies on how you minister in business and things like that. And she don't stop, and her
no,
mind is always going.
no, she push your button. She push it to the point she sees something in you that you could do more than what you
Right,
expected. She sees
right.
something in you. She sees something that motivates
Mm,
her to say, well, I know you could do this. I know you could do it. You just have to find a
mm,
way. However you want to do it, you find a way to do it. You
right.
know what I mean?
Find a way.
At
Right.
times, coaches get frustrated and think I don't see that in her. She have that patience and that
She's graced.
yeah. She have
She's
that
graced with
soft
grace.
patience that she will able to bring that best out of you. Whether if you're crying or what, she bringing it out. And then you
Right.
will feel good about yourself. If you don't feel good about
Right.
yourself, well then, you know what I mean? It's not it's I always tell my kids, you got to take care of yourself first before you take care of anybody else.
Right.
And taking care of people as a nurse was one thing, but being out there to learn how to take care of yourself and to know how to be motivated, you got to motivate yourself first before you can motivate anybody else. And I
Right.
could say Auntie sees something in me that sometimes I cry and I not in a bad way but in a good way to know that somebody take a chance in me to know that I doing it. I'm doing it. I doing it. I
Right.
feeling happy about doing what I want to do for me.
And getting dolled up and feeling beautiful about yourself and taking beautiful pictures, because you sent me like
Yes.
7, 8 pictures. I was like, which one am I going to choose from? All of them are beautiful. I remember the first time I met you, and you had your hair just like it is now. You have no hair in your head. And when you turned to me, I said, you're so beautiful. I love that. And it was just to me, it symbolizes boldness, beauty, confidence. And I know you probably saying yourself like, "Hun, I'm far from that. Or I was far from that." But it was just like, this is me. And it's like I'm embracing the fact I don't have any hair in my head, and I have a story behind not having hair in my head, but I'm going to embrace it. And then you come in here on live, and I mean, you're absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you're beautiful, and there's no doubt that you're a woman, because I remember when I first started with my natural hair, and I had this much hair in my head, and I was like, I look like a little bald hair boy. And so I would do little things like wear earrings and stuff like that. But I just love the fact that without you having your hair on, you're telling women that you don't have to have hair in your head to feel beautiful, to be beautiful. You have to be confident in you. And then when you're struck with something like what you went through, not only going through radiation, chemotherapy, and all that stuff that you had to go through on your body, how it affects your body, but you also had to go through that, and now you're there to tell your story. So I love it. So it's like, here, you had a moment in your life where you said, I'm gonna get back up again. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna live the things that I wasn't even doing, because I bet you probably doing more now through all that you done been through than what you did when you had the money, the health, the job. When everything was pretty good, you probably wasn't doing as much as you're doing now. But
No,
it
no,
took
no,
that
no,
to
no.
push you. You know what I'm saying? Like, pain will push you to your purpose. Really and truly. Like, I'm just saying, like you say, I'm not gonna just stick here and stay in my slumber and be afraid and cry and mope and stuff. You said my husband gave me a pep talk and you know that corrective criticism, that
Yeah,
harsh conversation, and to tell you something, and then you know it'll make you cry still when they talk mean to you like that. You like, "Ugh." But if you think about it, Holy Spirit will get onto you,
yeah,
he'll tell you,
yeah,
he's right. You got to get up from that in that place of depression and feel like you got to do something. And you say, I got to do something different. I got
yeah.
to,
They
and you
did.
connect with some powerful women.
They did give me some antidepressant medication. And I tell the
Mhm.
doctor I'm not taking it. And he said, why you not taking it? I say, because in my culture, we don't take that. So I would have to be no, and he put in my report, I mean, I learned how to read my report. I was uncompliant. It's not to say that it was not. I had to bring it out. I had to cry because I had long rash. I had long rash in my hair, and then all of a sudden, part of my hair done get bald, and I start chopping it and chopping it because I was going through a moment. I was going through that moment, and then I just say, okay. When I tell my husband, take it off. He said, no, but you sure you need? I say yes because my hair is bald on top from doing all these things, and he said, okay. And then he and all the kind of sad in his heart to know that he had to cut my hair. I didn't go by a barber and cut it. I had to cut it home. And then
Right,
when I started growing it back, and it started growing back in spots, and everybody watching me, and I'm conscious
right,
of people watching me, like something is wrong with her or something. I did not
right.
want to tie my hair, and I buy wigs and wigs. I had about 30 something wigs, and my husband said, when would you buy a good one? I said, I will try a different one until I say, you know what? After I come up from by the pageant, I said, no, but this is not you. Just be who you are. No here, no here. This is what I'm. So my
Wow.
first appearance, and I wanted Miss Monica did invite me to talk to her in her breast cancer thing. And I tell Auntie, I am so sorry, but I can't wear the wig. I can't wear the wig. I'm not going to put the wig. I'm not going to put the wig no more. You know? But,
Mhm.
you know, so being a contestant, you know what I mean?
Right.
Into the for women leadership business and entrepreneurship, this is my presentation this year. I'm going to
Right.
do me. This is going to
Right.
be me. I'm not shame about myself. I'm not, you know what I mean, to walk
Mhm.
around and say, okay, would I wear the wig again? Yes, I would put on a wig. Yes,
Yeah.
I would put
Mhm.
on a wig. I would put on a wig, but not now.
Right.
You know, but it's just healing process and praying and just being strong and keep that faith and have that belief that I will be all right. And just
Okay,
keep
so we
smiling.
so you still have the skincare, right? What other
Yeah.
you didn't show us anything about the skincare.
But my skincare really is my husband do Ayurvedic. So what he do is go online and look for a lot of stuff for me to drink to kind of be um healthy and stuff like that. But I try to use natural stuff, the lymphatic oils and castor oils and stuff like that. But then I
Right.
use some of my own product from Mary Kay, you know, the the hydration for hydration to keep your skin, and
Right.
put on the little lipstick and the little makeup. You know what I mean? Because if you put on makeup every day, when you really have to go out and present yourself, that when I was growing up, my mom said, you don't wear makeup every day. You put it on a little bit, but when you really have to go, you put it on and you hit them with a big smile and it'll be all right.
It'll
You
be
know?
all right.
Yes, yes, yes. So,
Oh my. Oh my. So we know that
so
you have we know that there's an event coming up Are
On
you
the
in the?
9th,
Are you in the? Oh, what were you about to say?
on the 9th of March,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
yes, we have that pageant coming up, and we
Mm-hmm.
have tickets. If you're interested, if anybody is interested, they could get the tickets, and it's only $20.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you
And that's
could
what Auntie Mother still talking about now, the unveiling of Casual Elegance Fashion Show, March 9th
Mhm.
in Lakeland. Yeah, I'm coming, Auntie. I'm coming to the unveiling of Casual Elegance Fashion Show in
And
March
these are
9th as
the
a
tickets.
vendor.
Yes, yes, yes. And these are the tickets. $20. You
Mm-hmm.
know. So you could inbox me or call me. You could inbox me at briggsbeautybiz@gmail.com, or you could call my phone and text me 347-358-1501, and we could get the people to come to the event and support all the beautiful vendors and stuff like that, and enjoy the modeling and see all the fancy stuff. We're not unveiling everything. We're not unveiling everything. If we unveil everything, nobody wouldn't come. So we got to keep a
Right,
little bit.
right,
You know what I mean? We got to keep a little bit. You can't talk out all the secret, you know? If you want to know,
right.
you got to
So you got to
come.
come if you want to know more about it. You want to come. You
Right,
want to
right,
come to the
right,
fashion
right,
show.
right.
So
Yeah.
someone put the link up there. So it's Briggs Beauty Biz at
Yes.
gmail.com. So y'all can email her, find out whatever you need to find out about anything that she's doing, her business, ministry, more about the fashion show, the pageants in the fashion show that is coming up March 9th. That I will also be a vendor at. So I love this. I love this. And and guess what, y'all? If y'all would like to, okay, and if y'all would like to also get into the pageant, y'all have to inbox Auntie Mother Seal. Okay.
Yes, yes.
She will really get you out there as far as your business, how to listen. If you are struggling and saying, I have a business here, but I don't know how to put packets together, y'all. I was there as a vendor one day, y'all. And when I went there with Auntie Mother Seal, she was like, okay, this is your table here. So let me help you figure it out and put this stuff like this together. And this is what you should have on your table. And I was like, and she said, and where's your banner and stuff like that? I was like, you better come through, Auntie. Because I was like, I'm gonna get something, you should have had it already. But we're gonna work on that. And I tell you what, next time I had a opportunity to be a vendor, I had my little banner ready. I went and created one and it's cute. So cool as the auntie, she told me she put fire under my feet. So if you need someone who can push you to go to that next level and be confident, and you know what, the more you do what you love doing, the more confident you will become, and the more you will love it. Just like Queen Norva right here, confident. Listen, she said, "This is who I am and how I am." And you can either like it, love it, leave it. It doesn't matter to me one way or the other. I'm still gonna be me regardless. And so I'm coming. I'm not gonna wear no wig. I'm just gonna come and just show myself. And her life itself is a story, an inspiration, encouragement to everyone that even if you lose your hair, even if you lose your breasts, you can still love yourself and still get back up again and get back out there in the world and allow your life to be the book. And that could be an encouragement to other people to come in and just say, come a part of a sisterhood where you got other people that's going to support you, push what you're doing, be a part of what you're doing, make you feel beautiful. Like Mom was saying, put that makeup on when you need to put something on, put a little bit on. But when you got to go somewhere for real, then you put your makeup on. You know what I'm saying? You
Sure,
bring the
right.
pain. You put
Yeah,
everything
because
on. So it all entwines though, because you have your health care, your Mary Kay stuff. You have the pageant. You have your book, your journal. You got a book coming. You have your shirts. All of it, all entwined to what you're going through. And then you still come here on the show tonight with a beautiful smile. I absolutely love it. I have to. This has been awesome. I mean, at one point I felt like I wanted to cry, but the way you smile and how you were just taking life and say, I'm not gonna have a pity party. And even if you would have cried, we'd have cried together. I'd have mopped off my little makeup and everything, kept right on going, you know. But it's just amazing. It's a beautiful thing to see people go through as much as you went through, and you say, listen, I'm going to be transparent. I had moments and still sometimes have moments, but I know I got to get back up again. But it's good to be right in a circle of people that will support you, and you got a family support because you have your husband there. The woman God who got us connected tonight, she's right there with you. You have your son. You have family that really love you, and
Yeah.
it's just beautiful.
Yes, 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 yes,
So is
yes.
there anything else that you would like to share with us on tonight? Anything that we may have missed out on? Anything you say, well, I want
No,
to share this.
well, right now my goal is really to finish my book, and I'm trying to study between juggling with school work. Work is trying to tie me up a little bit, but to try and finish, get some more education, educate myself more, and I want to reach out to more women on platform and talk about my story, and to able to inspire and give those women some comforting words that if they could see me from where I was to where I'm now, they could turn around themselves a little bit, or I could help them turn around themselves and give them that support. My thing is to
Right.
support women. I see people doing raising funds. So I want to go and do, like, have my own platform with Breastless Beauty, supporting women without their breasts.
Mm. Isn't that
That
something?
a challenging. That
Right.
will be a challenging. It will be a challenging, but I am telling you, it. You know what I mean? It's just in there, it's just to make it come alive. And by me
Right.
taking one step at a time, I know that will come alive.
Oh, absolutely. Breastless beauty. That sounds beautiful. And it actually tells that you already know what you're gonna get when you talk about breastless beauty, but you're still beautiful. I love it. So it's a whole movement, ministry, business, all of that. You got shirts, you have journals, you have a book coming out. You're doing some great things, and it's a beautiful story to tell. And it's like, guess what? Breastless beauty queens. I am and doing pageants too. So you wrapped it up. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't get into a pageant. I was like, I would not get into the pageant. But that's a beautiful thing that you have going on. If there is something that you would say to inspire and encourage someone on tonight who's going through something, and who's feeling like I'm tired and just want to give up, and I'm tired of going to the doctor's office. I'm keeping getting reports. I don't feel good. I don't feel like getting up. I just want to lay here and cry. What are some words that you would tell that woman that is going through it?
You're talking to me right there.
Mm,
You are talking to me right there. And if I could tell him, if I could do it, because right now I had two doctor's appointment back to back, Wednesday and Thursday. I went to work. You understand? And I'm still going again because I have more doctor's appointments to meet. And it's just keep yourself, pray in the morning and ask that God for that strength and guidance to make sure, even if you're dealing with a condition, you don't tell yourself you're sick. Never tell yourself, and tell yourself that if you wake up in the morning and you're not feeling yourself, hear what? God, I know you. You take everything in your hand. I put everything in your hand. You in front and I behind. I want you to give me that strength and that guidance. And get up and go brush your teeth and fix yourself. You're still not going to be yourself. But if you keep on telling yourself that I'm not well, I'm not well. I'm not well, but I don't tell myself that. I don't tell
woo!
myself that. I walk through my job like with my head high and my chest stick out like a little turkey, and I say, and I straighten myself when I walk out the door, and I say, God, you are in control.
Oh, that
If
was a
you
lot.
tell yourself you sick, you're going to be sick. You tell when that mental and that stress level And I was listening to a motivation this morning, and they said that motivation, that fear is fear that you feeling. That depression is fear. You afraid to move. You afraid to do anything, but it's fear. It's fear because you do not know what is the outcome. So my words to them is, get up in the morning, pray. You may not. You wake up. You talking to the. You would say, I would say, talking to the wrong person, but you're talking to the right person because this is what I live every day. And I don't know how I do it. My husband said, no, and I still come back home and be a housewife. I wash, starch, cook, and iron. As soon as I bust through the door, I don't like dishes in the sink, so I go on and start cleaning.
Well, I done been in your house. I know what your house look like, and it is. I was like, oh, go ahead and take off my shoes. I was like, because I'm talking about your house is absolutely beautiful. So I know, I can imagine that.
But if you keep on telling yourself you can't this and you can't that and you can't that, is because that is a mental thing up here. You tell your brain in here that, you know what I mean, and that's fear. That is so much fear that you have, that you're afraid to let go. My fear is, and is it truthfully, stop working. If I stop working, trust me, I feel something wrong with me. That's my biggest fear. And I worry about that, but I try to block that out and say, I am getting up and do whatever I have to do. Right. What I want to do, what makes me get that drive and that. And I'm not taking no energy drink and no nothing. Like one time I go to buy a Red Bull in the store and somebody say, don't drink that. My son said, don't drink that Red Bull. And I'm saying, I want it. You know what I mean? Once in a while, I could take some Red Bull and some wine. And I drink wine too. I drink.
Come on, come through.
No, I'm not. If you feel, I drink a little wine. Now and then I social drink. I don't go outside and drink, but I take a little wine. I have date night with my husband. I have date night with your husband. You got to make that. You may buy the chicken, buy the whatever you think, and watch a TV, and you have a little wine by the bed or a little beer. And how much people can drink? My 2 drink that's enough. And say, I might watch 2 movies with him or one thing with what he liked to watch, and then say, okay, I had enough. I go in my bed.
I know that's right. Let's go to bed.
And that's the date night. And that's a date night. You already done out there working. You don't want to go out there and spend where you don't have or even self, you know what I mean? But I travel sometimes. I travel. But I live normal just like everybody else. I wear the short pants, I wear the tan tops, I bathe in the pool, I do everything normal. Sometimes my husband will say, don't do that. No, you can't do that. I know I could do it. For years, I want to push a lawnmower. And he would tell me, you could do other stuff. And I was so happy to push a lawnmower. I feel it afterwards, but I pushed the lawnmower because I was so happy pushing the lawnmower until I fall in the grass and all. Hey, don't do it. No, I want to push the lawnmower. I want to do that. That was my go-to. I want to push the lawnmower. Don't tell me I can't do something. If you tell me I can't do something, I commit to do it. So you still have life. You still have.
Right.
Even when you don't do it, you have little aches and pain. You did it. You accomplished what you wanted to do.
Come on. Wow. Even with the little aches and pain, you still keep moving. You still keep going. And you just tell yourself, listen, by Jesus' stripes, I am healed. I'm still going to keep going. I'm going to keep smiling. Head hurting, back hurting, your chest hurting, arms hurting, feet hurting. Keep going and just keep going. And it's always like, hey, I may not be. Yeah, I feel you.
He worry about me, you know what I mean? And I say, I know if something really happened, I will be laying there and say, I'm so sorry. But the thing about it, my biggest fear is when I stop doing. Right. You got to push yourself. You got to ask God for that strength and say, okay, all right. You know what I mean? I did make it for the day. Thank you. You know what I mean? Then if you're off the day, the weekend, tell your husband thank you for that weekend, or even if I didn't do much, but thank you for the weekend, or thank you for spending that day with you. You know what I mean? And that's what is life is all about.
Mm. I think you're conscious and aware. Maybe not fear. I think you're conscious and very aware that if you stop, because the idle mind is a devil's workshop. And I think that's why
I
you're
don't know.
moving.
I,
So
I
so
don't
you
know.
realize I got to keep going. I got to keep moving. Like I'm not gonna stop. So I'm gonna keep going because I know that if I lay here, that's gonna give me all. I'm gonna be worried. I'm gonna become start seeing stuff, being concerned about. But as long as I keep being busy and keep moving and keep going, then I have my mind on other things rather than my condition, my state, how I really feel, and things like that. So you just keep moving. So I don't think it's necessarily fear. You understand that the idle mind is an enemy's workshop. He'll start playing with your mind, and then you'll start feeling like your body start playing with you because so a man think it in his heart, so is he. So you will start thinking, oh, I'm feeling bad, or I am aching, I'm hurting all the time, and because you're not busy doing things that you love doing, and you're just sitting home, just moping. That's why you start feeling everything, And I think that's why you feel like my fear. But I don't think it's necessarily fear. I think you understand, you're conscious, and you're fully aware that if you just sit there and do nothing, because you have a purpose, you have a greater purpose. And your purpose is to allow women that are going through some things for them to see your light, see your life, to see how you're moving. And you're saying, yes, let's be transparent. Sometimes I don't feel a certain way, doggone it. Sometimes I do feel, but you have to tell yourself, you say you have to do like a motivational speech in the mirror. You have to tell yourself, hey, I am maybe, not like this right
You're
here, but
right. I do that. I do
I'm
that.
okay. I'm good. I'm gonna hold my head up, put my lipstick on, and I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna still smile. Even though I have some few aches and pains here and there. We needed to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Because you are what you speak, you are what you become. And that I needed to hear that on tonight. I really needed to hear that because we have to be more mindful of the words that we say. And we need people that will catch it and correct us, and help us out. So I'm glad that you said that. I just, may not feel like 100%, and maybe sometimes don't feel like going to work, maybe we aching and pain, but you tell yourself, that I'm okay and I'm gonna go to work and everything is fine. I'm not gonna complain about it, talk about it. I'm gonna smile and keep going because somebody will never know if you never tell them because they can't see your pain. Not when you're smiling, because a lot of us have some kind of pain that we're dealing with, and we mask it with a smile. You know what I'm saying, and things like that. And you hold it very well. You do it very well. Every time you smile, it just make me want to smile, even though I feel like I want to cry a minute ago. When you smile, it's just like, oh, suck it up. Okay, girl. But I absolutely love you. And this has been a beautiful show on tonight. Is there anything else you want to say before we close?
Well, the only thing that I would say that when you're going through your medical situation and the doctor tell you slow down, just smile. Don't try to fight it because I have written notes that they say stop doing what you're doing, and I say okay. But I know when I walk out that door, I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping, and I'm not going to come in here and tell you, okay, I was doing so and so. No, I'm not that stupid. I know what makes me going.
Right.
It's all up here. It's all up here. And if you tell yourself you can't do something, you better find a way to say, I could do that. I could be better. I could push myself. I don't care. I had tubes in my chest and I was in the kitchen making breakfast. And my husband and my mother-in-law turned and say, what are you doing? I said, making breakfast. I need to come out in this kitchen and make breakfast.
They get up. Because if you stay there, it got worse. So you got
make
up.
yourself handicapped. Don't make yourself handicapped.
Jesus.
Don't make your condition make you handicapped. Never make your condition, no matter whatever crisis or whatever situation you are going through, whether on work or whatever it is, you dust yourself off like this and continue.
You continue.
Like my boss try a little stunt on me today, and I just smile, and the woman and the other his friend watch me and smile, and I just do so, and I continue smiling, and she watched me like, "You are you crazy? No, he ain't really talking to me. I just smile." You know what I mean? I am not going to make those things bother me. I don't have no. No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
No.
Wow. Hey, it built you with thick skin. You got thick skin, so you be like, child, and you just having a day. You'll get over it. You know, keep right on going. But honey, I'm not going to feed into them. I'm just gonna keep right on working. I'm not gonna say nothing. It'll be all right. You know, tough skin. It gives you that tough skin. Yes. So this has been beautiful. Yes, don't let your condition make you handicapped. Amen. So that's good right there. That'll preach right there by itself. So this has been awesome, woman of God. I thank God for you coming in, and for y'all queens out there, y'all kings and queens out there. Thank y'all all for coming in. Thank you all for sharing this video, because it definitely has been an inspiration and empowerment for me, and I've thoroughly enjoyed this, woman of God. So share it on your Facebook page, and encourage others to listen in, tune in, and also watch it on Facebook. We're on Facebook as well. Newbeing Queen Talk Show on Facebook. We have some other things going on as well. So y'all stay tuned. We got some kings and queens coming in on Newbeing Queen Talk Show, and it's going to start in the month of May. And we're gonna have some beautiful queens that's coming on the Big Queen Talk Show. What they're looking for in a man and a king, and what a king is looking for in a queen. So y'all got to tune in, because it's gonna be some spicy shows coming in on New Being Queen Talk Show. And then we have Queen Dorinda.
Hold on. Auntie got to get on that. Okay.
Come on, Auntie. What did she say, Queen?
Auntie got to get in on that.
She got to get in on that.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Please come. Yeah, please. Yes, ma'am. So we can. Yes, ma'am. We need to do that. Yes, ma'am. And so we're going to be and the discussion is going to be about the kings talking about what they want in a woman. And it's not a dating show. This is what I'm trying to say. It's not a dating show. It's just an open. It's their personal, discussion. It's what they're going to be just talking about, and what they want in a man and what they want in a woman. And we're going to have a panel of some kings and queens getting on here in different times, once a month, just having a nice show, and everybody just being transparent, just talking and telling their truth. What they want, what they're looking for. Now, I told them what happens. A message, I have no control over this. Somebody trying to connect with you, hook up with you, that is not on me. I'm just bringing them forth. Giving a voice to the singles for them to talk about some things, and and helping us, some of us married people out, a little bit, and then giving some people some more ideas. Say, hey, I'm out here. And then when I was telling one of them, at least we know it's not catfish. They know who you are, so it's not no catfish. They can see you. They see you live. And so we're going to be doing that. And then we have Queen Dorinda and Queen Charmaine, Queen Letitia. They also come on the Being Queen Talk Show, and their shows are phenomenal. We got Queen Letitia talking about femininity. I've been like, okay, Queen, you just doing the most, honey. Dr. Charmaine, she comes on the Being Queen Talk Show, and she talks about empowerment, ministering. She does it all. Dr. Dorinda is going to be having guests to come on, people that have been in the football league and things like that. In the movies. And so it's going to be a lot of great things coming on every Sunday between the hours of 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock p.m. Y'all stay tuned. And thank you all for staying tuned with us on tonight and bearing with us. This has really been well worth the wait. And I want to thank you all for coming in. Thank you all for your shares. Continue to share. Continue to like and follow me also. The Big Queen Talk on Facebook. Follow this woman of God. See what else she is doing. And see when the pageants are coming forth, y'all. Just in case, if y'all want to be in a pageant, y'all can connect with her. She'll connect you with Auntie Mother still, okay? If you want to get in some pageants. But that is it, kings and queens. Thank you all for tuning in on tonight. I love you all so much for coming in, and thank you all again for your comments, because I love to see the comments. The comments really keep us going, okay? And it really make the show great. I love you all. Take care of yourself. Peace and blessings.
Bye.
Greetings and welcome to Newbeing Queen Talk Show. I am your host, Queen Yolanda Mitchell, and I am thrilled to announce a fantastic opportunity for you to advertise on our program. You can choose either a commercial lasting no longer than a minute or a voiceover in a flyer. Numerous advertisement options are available, and we encourage you to reach out to us via email at newbeingqueenmove@gmail.com. That is Newbeing, Newbeing, queenmove@gmail.com. For more information, please take notes of our email address at newbeingqueenmove@gmail.com, and we will send you information as soon as possible. We offer you the opportunity to promote your business, upcoming event, ministry, birthday shout out, anniversary appreciation shout out, or any other message you like to get out there. We are excited to work with you to create an effective marketing strategy for you, your brand, and your event. At Newbeing